southern Gaza, Israeli troops clashed with Hamas, forcing civilians to flee. The fighting, among the heaviest in 2 months, has intensified as Israeli warplanes bombard densely populated areas. Hospitals are overflowing with casualties, and displaced people are seeking shelter in diminishing safe zones. Israeli forces, after gaining control of northern Gaza, have encircled Khan Yunis in the south and are targeting residential areas and refugee camps. The situation is worsening as residents face bombing and displacement. Israel launched the invasion in response to an October 7th attack by Hamas. Since then, Israeli forces have killed over 15,000 Palestinians, majority of whom were women and children. The week-long truce collapsed after Israel continued its air and ground invasion of Gaza. Hamas has said that it would not release any more hostages until Israel stopped its aggression. In a rare overseas visit, Russian President Vladimir Putin is set to meet with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman in Saudi Arabia. The two leaders will discuss issues like oil production, OPEC+, and ongoing conflicts in the Gaza Strip and Ukraine. After arriving in Abu Dhabi for talks with President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Putin expressed the high level of cooperation between Russia and the UAE, particularly within OPEC+. Putin and the Saudi Crown Prince, known as MBS, will delve into energy collaboration, the Israeli-Hamas conflict, and the situation in Ukraine. The meeting comes amid falling oil prices, despite OPEC+ commitments to cut output. Besides oil-related discussions, Putin and MBS will address the war between Israel and Hamas, situations in Syria and Yemen, and broader Gulf stability. Putin's close ties with MBS, both major players in global oil markets, will be a focal point as they navigate challenges and seek to ensure stability in their regions. After months without making any public appearances, PTI leader Taimur Khan Jhagra resurfaced at a party convention in Peshawar on Wednesday and claimed that the PTI would sweep the general election scheduled to be held on February 8th.
इन सबको जवाब मिलेगा 8 फरवरी को 8 फरवरी को इंशाअल्लाह जो भी मुश्किल हो रास्ते में 8 फरवरी को आप साबित करेंगे कि ये आजाद कौम है। खैबर पख्तूनख्वा तो निकलेगी, किसी ने भिजवा खैबर पख्तूनख्वा निकलेगी, इंशाअल्लाह पंजाब भी निकलेगा, इंशाअल्लाह कराची भी निकलेगा, इंशाअल्लाह सिंध भी निकलेगा, इंशाअल्लाह बलोचिस्तान भी निकलेगा इमरान खान के लिए, निकलेगा अपनी गैरत के लिए, निकलेगा उस निजाम के खिलाफ जो लाहौर में 20 खवातीन के साथ इंसाफ नहीं कर सकता, आपके घर के खवातीन के साथ इंसाफ नहीं हो सकता। आप उस मुल्क में रहना चाहते हैं, हमने ये ठीक करना, हमने इमरान खान के साथ ये ठीक करना और इंशाअल्लाह ठीक करेंगे।
The Asian Development Bank has given the green light to 3 projects worth $658.8 million for Pakistan. These projects aim to foster inclusive and sustainable growth. They include initiatives to boost domestic resources, repair schools damaged by the 2022 floods, and enhance agricultural productivity for better food security. ADB's Director General, 𝐒𝐭𝐳𝐿 Zhukhov, highlighted that this funding will aid Pakistan in overcoming last year's crises and floods, steering it towards long-term sustainable development. The Sindh Secondary Education Improvement Project will receive an additional $275 million to rebuild climate-resilient and gender-inclusive schools. Additionally, $80 million will be allocated to the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Food Security Support Project to address food insecurity, exacerbated by climate change, benefiting rural farm households through agricultural support and training. Wednesday saw bulls maintaining control on the Pakistan Stock Exchange as they drove the KSE 100 index beyond the 63,000 mark, closing at 63,917.72 points, up by 961.70 from the previous day. The market briefly touched 64,000 at 3:15 p.m. before retracting. The benchmark index is on a record-breaking streak, with analysts anticipating continued bullish momentum into 2024, fueled by optimistic expectations for an improved economic landscape. There's also speculation about a potential reduction in the benchmark interest rate, currently at 22%, in the upcoming meeting of the State Bank of Pakistan's Monetary Policy Committee.